The Legend of Koschei the Deathless, Slavic Dark Lord. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's so great to have you here with me today. Now, have you ever wondered about the dark and mysterious figures lurking in ancient myths? Well, pull up a seat and get comfy, because today we're diving into the enthralling legend of Koschei the Deathless, the ultimate Dark Lord of Slavic mythology. Man-mage, what is it about Koschei that has captivated imaginations for centuries? Why does he embody immortality and darkness in such a profound way? Stick around, because we're about to unravel the enigma of this legendary figure together. Let's get started. Section I. The origins of Koschei the Deathless. So, before we jump into Koschei's story, let's set the scene with a bit of background on Slavic mythology. The Slavic peoples, spanning Eastern Europe, have a rich tradition of folklore and myth that dates back thousands of years. These stories weren't just for entertainment, they played a crucial role in everyday life. Imagine living in a world where the line between the natural and the supernatural is blurred. Evergreen Tree Sparkle's folklore was how communities made sense of natural phenomena, taught moral lessons, and preserved their cultural identity. In a time without the internet, TV, or even widespread literacy, these tales were the heartbeat of cultural life. They connected people, provided comfort, and offered explanations for the mysteries of existence. Alright, now let's talk about the man of the hour, Koschei the Deathless. The name, Koschei, comes from the Old Slavic word **Koschei**, meaning skeleton, or of bones. Pretty fitting, don't you think? He's typically depicted as an emaciated, nearly skeletal old man, but don't let his appearance fool you. Koschei is not just some run-of-the-mill villain. He's immortal, hence the deathless part of his name, and is often associated with dark magic and the forces of evil. His immortality isn't just a cool party trick, it's central to his identity and the tales surrounding him. Picture this. A gaunt figure with piercing eyes that seem to see right through you. He's cunning, manipulative, and always one step ahead. His very presence radiates an aura of dread. Yet, there's something undeniably fascinating about him that keeps drawing people back into his stories. Section 2. The Legends and Tales. Now, let's get into one of the most mind-bending aspects of Koschei's legend, his so-called immortality. So, how does one become deathless? Well, in Koschei's case, he went to extreme lengths to hide his soul, making himself virtually indestructible. Here's how it goes. Koschei took his soul and hid it inside a needle. That needle is inside an egg, which is inside a duck, which is inside a hare rabbit, all locked away in an iron chest. This chest is buried under the roots of a magical green oak tree shedding tree, which stands on the mystical island of Bayan, a place that appears and disappears with the tides. Talk about going off the grid. This elaborate setup wasn't just for kicks. Each element symbolizes layers of protection and the complexity of his immortality. The needle represents the fragility of life. The egg signifies creation and potential, the duck and hare symbolize swiftness and elusiveness, and the iron chest and oak tree embody strength and rootedness. It's like a mythical version of Russian nesting dolls, but with high stakes. To defeat Koschei, a hero would have to embark on an almost impossible quest to find and destroy his soul, which is no easy feat. One of the most famous stories featuring Koschei is the tale of Prince Ivan Tsarevich and Maria Morevna. Maria, a warrior princess, becomes Koschei's obsession. He kidnaps her, taking her to his realm. Enter Prince Ivan, Maria's husband, who sets out on a perilous journey to rescue her. Ivan's quest is filled with trials and tribulations. He encounters magical beings, receives help from the legendary witch Baba Yaga, and even befriends magical animals. Despite numerous setbacks, including being killed and brought back to life, Ivan's determination never wavers. Ultimately, Ivan discovers the secret of Koschei's immortality. With the help of his allies, he retrieves the iron chest, goes through the layers, defeating the hare, the duck, and finally getting to the egg. As he breaks the needle, Koschei's power wanes, and he's finally defeated. This story isn't just an adventure. It's a profound narrative about love, courage, and the lengths one will go to for the people they care about. Koschei serves as the ultimate obstacle, a test of the hero's resolve. But Koschei doesn't just tangle with Ivan. He's a recurring antagonist in various Slavic tales, often representing insurmountable odds and embodying the challenges that heroes must overcome. Diving deeper, these stories are rich with themes that resonate even today. The quest for eternal life is a universal human fascination. Koschei's immortality isn't portrayed as a blessing but rather a monstrous perversion of the natural order. There's the classic struggle between good and evil, of course, but also the idea that cunning and deceit can only get you so far. Koschei is clever, but the hero's bravery, integrity, and resilience ultimately triumph. These tales also emphasize the importance of humility and respect for natural laws. Koschei's desire to cheat death contrasts starkly with the hero's acceptance of their mortality and reliance on virtues like courage and honor. Section 3. Symbolism and Interpretations. Koschei stands as a symbol of evil, death, and the corrupting influence of absolute power. His skeletal appearance reflects physical decay, and despite his immortality, he's trapped in a perpetual state of withering. It's a grim reminder that eternal life isn't necessarily desirable. His actions, abduction, manipulation, and the use of dark magic, represent the darker aspects of human nature. Koschei's immortality can be seen as a curse, highlighting the idea that life's natural cycle shouldn't be disrupted. At their core, the stories of Koschei carry moral lessons that were crucial for the communities that told them. They warn against the dangers of unchecked ambition and the obsessive pursuit of power. Koschei's downfall demonstrates that no matter how clever one might be, hubris can lead to ruin. On the other hand, the tales celebrate virtues like bravery, loyalty, and perseverance. The hero's journeys show that these qualities are what truly matter and that they can overcome even the greatest of evils. Koschei's legend reflects the values and fears of ancient Slavic society. In a world where life's unpredictability was a constant, stories like his provided a framework for understanding complex concepts like death, morality, and the supernatural. Magic and the supernatural weren't just plot devices, they were integral parts of the worldview. These tales reinforced communal values and helped people navigate the uncertainties of life. Section IV. Koschei in modern culture. Despite centuries passing, Koschei hasn't been forgotten. Modern authors have brought him into contemporary literature, reimagining his character and exploring his complexities. For instance, in Catherine M. Valente's Deathless, Koschei is portrayed in a more nuanced light, blending myth with modern storytelling. These adaptations often delve into his motivations, presenting him not just as evil incarnate but as a multifaceted character with his own desires and fears. It's a testament to the enduring power of his legend. Koschei has also made his way onto the screen. While he might not be as prominent as some other mythological figures, his influence is evident. Films and TV shows that draw on Slavic mythology often include characters inspired by or directly referencing him. His archetype has contributed to the portrayal of dark lords and immortal villains in the fantasy genre. The themes surrounding Koschei, immortality, dark magic, the hidden soul, are echoed in many modern stories. Gamers out there might recognize elements of Koschei in various video games. Titles like The Witcher series, which heavily draws from Slavic folklore, feature characters and storylines reminiscent of his legend. These games bring the myth to life, allowing players to immerse themselves in worlds where Koschei-like figures exist. His influence extends to character design, plot mechanics, like the hidden soul concept, and the broader narrative themes of power and immortality. It's incredible to see how an ancient legend continues to shape modern entertainment. Section V. Comparative mythology. Koschei isn't unique in his pursuit of immortality and power. Across cultures, we find figures who mirror aspects of his character. In Greek mythology, there's the Titan Kronos, who defied the natural order. In Norse myths, Loki embodies cunning and chaos. Even in Egyptian mythology, the god Set represents evil and disruption. The universal themes of immortality, the fear of death, and the corrupting influence of power are common threads that weave through global mythologies. Koschei has undoubtedly influenced the archetype of the Dark Lord in fantasy literature. Think about iconic villains like Sauron from The Lord of the Rings, or Voldemort from the Harry Potter series. The concept of hiding one's soul to achieve immortality is particularly reminiscent of Horcruxes. These characters share traits with Koschei: immortality, dark magic, and a relentless pursuit of power. By examining Koschei's role in myth, we can see how he's helped shape this enduring archetype and understand why these stories continue to resonate. Conclusion. So, to wrap things up, Koschei the Deathless is a fascinating figure who offers a window into Slavic mythology and the enduring human fascination with immortality, power, and the struggle between good and evil. His legend has left an indelible mark on folklore and continues to influence modern culture in literature, film, and beyond. Exploring tales like Koschei's not only connects us with the past but also helps us reflect on contemporary issues. The themes are timeless: ambition, morality, love, and sacrifice. These stories remind us of the complexities of the human condition and the consequences of our choices. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive into the legend of Koschei the Deathless. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more mythological explorations and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Next time, we'll be delving into the mysterious realm of Baba Yaga, the witch of the woods with a house that walks on chicken legs. Chicken house, you won't want to miss it. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.